Just Heal Bro, the Black Male Mental Health Tour, is making a stop in Chicago tomorrow. And joining us today to talk about it is actor Lamon Rucker and author Lawrence Aja. Thank you both for joining us. It's good to see you.
Thanks. Good morning, Gaynor.
So, Lamon, we're going to start with you because we have seen your face, big screen, small screen. Why was it important for you to be involved in this tour that is focused all on mental health?
Well, my background that a lot of people may not know is not only in the arts, but I have a master's degree in education. I've been working with young people and families and communities for almost 20 years now. So this is very much a big part of my life. It's where I've invested a lot of time, not to mention just through my work in film and television and stage, when I'm working in character development and character analysis, and even when I'm coaching other actors and speakers and orators or what have you, these conversations are very much part of that process. Who are you? What is your story? What have you been through? What are some of your challenges? Where are your sources of joy and jubilation? What are some of the things that have been the elements of trial and tribulation that you've been through? How does that shape you? How does that color your everyday life, your choices, how you feel about yourself, how you define yourself? You know, all these different things that are connected to self-love, self-identity, again, like I said, trials, tribulation, trauma, things that a lot of people don't always talk about, don't know how to process, and don't always have the tools and resources to, to facilitate how they work through that process. So this is very much what's always been on my heart and been a big part of my life personally and professionally. I've been through a lot of things as well. Yeah. Life for me ain't been no crystal stair, but I'm blessed to be here. I love my life. I love being in the world. I love being in relationship with all the beautiful things and people around me. And that's a constant choice. It's a decision really to continue to stay in the conversation. I like to say you got to be in the game to win the game. So with the suicide rates that are escalating, with a lot of the things that we see going on around us, we knew that this was important to really lock arms with one another as other beautiful, brilliant Black men and continue to uplift, our brothers in our community in the best way possible.
Yeah, and Lawrence, I want to get you in here as well. Tell us how the event will play out. And for you, why is it important to have this type of group setting forum for men to be able to come together and talk about this? Because as we know, one of the biggest issues is trying to take those steps to find a mental health professional, to find a therapist, but you're kind of taking that out of the equation here, right?
Exactly. The event is two parts, and it takes place tomorrow in Chicago at Malcolm X College. And it's two parts, one of which is the Joy Joint. We partnered with actress Taraji P. Henson and the B.L. Henson Foundation. And the first hour is just literal things to just pour into men in the city. And so you'll have haircuts, self-care resources. But the next hour is where really the transformation takes place. We like to do what we call three parts. What we call inspiration, where we essentially everybody shares their story about how they've at least navigated the journey of wellness. Two, information. Practical, hyper-practical resources. People don't need just another motivational speech. They need practical resources about how to live their life with their family, physically, mentally, spiritually, and we try to be hyper-practical. And then the last piece, which you touched on, is invitation. Number one, making sure that they're aware of the local resources happening around Chicago to care for them, therapy, clinicians. Two, putting them in cohorts of community, people of cohorts of other men in the city to at least fellowship with, to make sure that even if they don't take that next step, they have help around them. And I think for me personally, the reason why this is important, my focus has been on the issue of loneliness in the digital age. It is the sleeping giant of our time. All of us is more digitally connected than we've ever been, yet more isolated and depressed than ever before. And particularly for men, we certainly isolate. The statistics show we become more and more isolated the older that we get. We focus our time and our life on work. And then after that, we don't necessarily make the time for fellowship. And so that's what's actually distinct. We de-isolate them, we intentionally put them in community, and we give them practical resources that can help them. And given my work around that through dinner, through Family Dinner Foundation, and making sure that brothers and sisters are in community where they live, it's just up my alley. But ultimately, I think brothers have been yearning to be in rooms with other brothers where they could speak unmediated, unabashed, not worried about blowback, but really be honest about their lives.
Oh, this is so good. Thank you both for joining us this morning. The Just Heal Bro Tour coming to Chicago tomorrow. It's going to be at Malcolm X College. The Pre-Joy event starts at 6 o'clock. For more information, you can check that out online and on social media as well. Hey, Tim.